Okay, I'm gonna go over the Agurin thread one more time, because it's actually triggering me, and then I'm going off. Let me explain again why Reddit is absolutely wrong on this thread completely, flaming Agurin when in reality he pretty much did nothing wrong. It actually pisses me off. So, okay. So we have a clip of Agurin AFKing because of a Bart 1 top 1 chick, which the clip only shows 20 seconds of the game. If you actually watch the whole game, the context is also different, right? So let's watch the clip first.
I honestly think I should AFK here.
Agurin says he honestly thinks he should AFK because it's a waste of his time. He goes to Raptors. Because obviously, you know, the way Zyra jungle works is that you have to constantly eat camps over and over and over again. Zyra is a high economy jungler. If you don't get camps, by the way, this is I think second or third Raptor this game he's getting stolen. If he has to keep building camps like this, he's gonna obviously be useless. If you look at the team score in this clip, it's 11-4. Actually, all the kills in this clip are went to Bart and Pyke, which are completely useless characters with gold. His team comp is terrible, enemy comp is way better, and yeah, the game is just practically unplayable. Basically, the reality here is that whether he AFKs or plays the game, the outcome is going to be the same. This is just a lost game that's practically unwinnable, and even if it is winnable in some imaginary world,
I can play, right? Like you guys can see it. I am not allowed to play the game.
Yeah, he's not allowed to play the game.
You can see it.
So I'm gonna like read the Reddit comments and respond on them. Some of the Reddit comments were saying that he should just went bot side camps. Yes, he should have went bot side camps and left his top side. However, this does not change the fact that the game is unplayable. I don't know how like Redditors don't see this. Also, this is a master game, and the game here works way differently than their average silver and gold game that they see on Reddit,
my bot
which are the people that complain. Anyway, to basically show the clip, nothing really special. Agurin can't contest Raptors, game is unplayable, he goes AFK, right? Okay, we open the vault and we start from level 1. Which is basically what the problem starts. So first of all, Agurin, okay, let's talk about the draft. Agurin has to play with Bard Knight, which I, by the way, played with this guy myself a couple of times. Now, I have no problem against like off-meta strategies or whatever. This guy's strategy is basically do not lane, leave top lane, and then just perma-gank mid-top, create number advantages on the other side of the map, and just play that way. While Bard also collapse Shime, so he gets like more XP or whatever. The strategy makes sense, and obviously the guy is 500 LP or whatever, so it does work to a certain extent. Now, this doesn't mean the strategy is actually good, okay? Because there's thousands of strategies that you can make work until a certain amount of LP, okay? Let me give you an example. I could probably make a strategy of playing, I don't know, Warwick mid work till Master Tier. Legit, I could make it work over long, like, you know what I mean? And is that a strategy people want to play with? Not really. But this is obviously a way worse strategy, Bard, because Bard top forces your team to play in a very unique way, okay? It basically deletes standard League of Legends of the game, okay? Lanes become very volatile. He starts XP sharing you, he starts pushing your lane. There's just a lot of randomness happening, okay? And his teammates, so every teammate in Bard's team does not consent to this strategy, okay? They are forced to play it in his favor because he locks in Bard every game, okay? His teammates don't have a say, yes, I want to play this, or no, I don't want to play this, okay? So this is like, this strategy, in my opinion, is really grief. It's a very bad strategy. It only works till a certain amount of LP. Obviously, once this Bard player starts playing against competent players like pros and whatever, this does not work anymore. Now, just because it works in Master 500 LP does not matter. Master 500 LP has a shit ton of variety. The game quality is as low as Platinum games, okay? This does not mean anything. This guy is basically playing Bard top in fucking Platinum. Anyway, if you go forward and we watch the game, this game is straight up unplayable for Agurin for the first 8 minutes of the lane. So if you look at level 1, what happens is Bard and Malphite are both AFK. Okay, they're both AFK. Let me show it on the cam so you guys see. They're both AFK covering improperly while Agurin is covering correctly. Agurin here dies level 1. He could not flash even if he flashes enemy straight, and he dies with flash for flash. So flashing here, not an option, okay? He rides go FF, he's obviously very tilted because not only is he getting forced to play in a terrible draft in high elo, where most games are decided in draft, his Bard and Malphite are properly not covering him, and on top of that, he's forced to play with a fucking terrible strategy in the same team. Okay, so he respawns and goes bot side, then decides to go top lane to try to like see if he can get in time to steal a red buff. This is not Agurin trolling, this is just a very close play. He almost gets in time and almost steals it away. Not in time, sadly. Okay, so we're continuing jungling. So if we just skip forward, Bart walks into enemy jungle level 1 and then dies to Tryndamere. So he kills the Brand but then dies to Tryndamere, which is like whatever. So the thing is, Brand already got a camp, right? So he was level 2. He already got the red buff stolen. And then when you die at level 2, your respawn timer is like nothing. So Bart killing the jungler here doesn't really set the enemy jungler behind at all. Let's be honest, it does not. And on top of that, he's also losing top wave, right? So he's feeding the mid laner and the top laner here. So this is obviously a terrible outcome. Trading 1-for-1 here is 100% way better for the Brand side than it is for the Bart side. Then, Agurin is continuing full clearing. His bot lane dies 2v2. Nothing he can do. He keeps full clearing. Also, his mid laner died level 1, by the way. Look at mid lane, I forgot to say that. His mid laner, Malphite walks up level 1 into a Tryndamere and dies. By the way, so his teammates are literally all soft griefing him. There's no doubt about it. Every lane is just piss feeding. I don't know how you die 1v1 as Malphite into Tryndamere. How is that even allowed? Then we move forward. Right, it's already 5-1. Game is looking really terrible. And the kill is on Bart, which is a useless champion with gold. So he does blue and grump here, which is fine. And then he looks, since his full clear is finished, it's not even a full clear because he lost a camp. So he's not level 4 yet. So he tries to like look for a Raptor invade. Maybe this is a bit risky. Okay, sure. Malphite, instead of walking out this way, walks out this way. Brand flashes over the wall and his Malphite dies. So his Malphite is trolling. I have no clue what's happening here. Then Agurin turns out right and does crap. So now he hits level 4 and he's gonna base to do the croc clear again to, you know, keep playing the fast tempo playstyle of Zara. He also gets Fated Ashes. So far, what did Agurin do wrong? Absolutely nothing. He's just getting soft grip by every team, by every player in his team. Okay. Now he walks top lane. Obviously looking for an impossible gank on Renekton. Cannot work. Bard is a useless champ, does no damage. Okay, cool. He starts clearing again. Right? So this is where already the game is gonna start becoming unplayable. He walks into Raptor and he's already getting evaded because he has, guess what, 3 losing lanes. So he takes a really nice shade into Brand, forces him to back, but here comes all lanes and there's nothing he can do, right? He has a useless Bard and a useless Malphite. Okay, so he has to drop the first camp. So that's already really bad for Zara jungle because she's so golden XP aligned. This is so bad for her. So here, like, he's trying to do the camp and blah, blah, blah. And at the end, he gets the camp. He even does a really good play, baits the Renekton in, gets a kill. Okay, 2 kills for his team. Guess what? Both kills are on Bard, which is a useless champion with gold. The gold in this game has to go to Zara and Kai'Sa based on team comp. These are the only champions that can carry. Okay, game is in a fucking terrible state. Goes to Wolves, does Wolves. Goes to Grump, does Grump. So here, and again, Agurin making a bot play here, baits the Lona in as Bart is behind him and gets another kill for his team. Guess what? Terrible outcome as they're losing giga amounts of plates on top lane, so many waves on bot lane. This is a shared kill and the kill goes to Pyke, which did not get shared with the ultimate. So again, useless fucking kill to Pyke. Bad gold allocation again for the team comp, and Malphite is also losing mid lane. Okay, so anyway, we keep reviewing the game, right? Because this is what it's about. Okay, so Agurin made 2 amazing plays so far. He did the full clear, he did basically the best out of his situation, 100%. Okay, so he walks to red buff. Guess what? The game is unplayable for him. Now he's getting fucking ganked by Renekton because, well, there's no top laner in his team. Okay. He's trying to do Crocs. Renekton is obviously dancing with him, wasting his time. This is just such a tough spot to be in as a jungler. Okay, so he stalls as much time as possible, tries to dodge the Leona E, not possible, gets ganked by support and top laner at minute 7. Nice. Really Agurin's fault, right? So he says he thinks he'll AFK here because he knows the game is literally unplayable. There's no point playing it. It's more productive to go fucking watch a stream or watch a YouTube video. And Bart writes, please no. Please no, because Bard is literally inting the game, soft griefing his team with his strategy, and then he doesn't want to surrender. Really great, right? Okay, so, Agurin doing the best out of his situation. Now here, obviously, this is the first mistake, I guess. He should have went to Wolves instead of Raptors, like Reddit was saying. The game is fucking unplayable anyway. If he drops any more camps, he's gonna be a useless fucking Zara doing nothing the entire game. He gets, again, ganked by support, jungle, top, and everybody but AD, and dies. And then he goes AFK. Again, he made no mistake. He got soft griefed by his entire team, especially mid and top laner. And then what? He goes AFK? Like, I would do the same. Obviously, I don't AFK in games because I don't want to get Reddit threats like Agurin. But, like, what did he do wrong? You can ask literally any challenger player, at this state of the game is lost. Everybody in Challenger knows, okay? There's no such thing as comebacking miraculously. And even if you do, even if there's a 0.1% chance of comeback in this game, it is not worth it to even play this out. This is just such useless waste of time, okay? It's not like, you know, this guy went AFK level 1 and just didn't want to play with Bart. No, he legitimately gave a try to play with Bart, and it was not possible because he got griefed by everyone. So at this point, like, it is the same staying AFK in the fountain as it is just fucking standing at his towers pretending to play the game and then losing. It is the same shit. Okay, let's read the comments. If bar top OTP can get to your Elon, he's OTP, there's no reason not to play out the game normally. Except, I think Agurin in this case played the game out normally. The reality is that if you look at the game state and if you review the whole game, the game is lost. This guy says the Bart literally has 100 kill participation on this clip. That doesn't matter because the kills went to Bart and to Pike, which are useless gold allocations to the team. It literally doesn't matter. However, I remember Jankos said that it's extremely annoying to play with players with these playstyles like Boss. Yes, you have players like Chovy, players like Jankos that don't want to play with these playstyles. Now, again, I would argue that Boss playstyle is nowhere near as bad as Bart Knight's playstyle, and I would also argue that Addy, the player that Chovy flamed, is also nowhere near as bad playstyle as this Bart's playstyle. I don't think it's even comparable. Has bot side camps, knows his top side is not safe. Again, irrelevant. It doesn't matter if you made a tiny little mistake in your eyes. It doesn't matter. The game is lost. We already reviewed the state of the game. It literally wouldn't change the outcome of the game whatsoever if he dies there or not. He's also not worth 100% of the gold at that point because he already died twice. So funny to read people defending a Shimmer going AFK after reading the other thread about punishing soft inting. Except he went AFK in a lost game. He didn't go AFK at level 1. He didn't go AFK because he whatever. He got griefed and went AFK in a game where literally the outcome doesn't matter. I don't know how, like, that's the problem. People see the 60-second clip and just determine that Agurin is like inting. Like, it's obvious these people don't watch Agurin. He's a very competitive person. He's hit rank 1 multiple times. He never soft griefs games. He never just randomly AFKs in games. He doesn't like turbo flame people or anything like that besides on his stream, which is a different case, okay? This guy is actually a competitive player that majority of people want to have in his team, okay? He's just a good player to have in your team, okay? This is not a person like, I don't know, people hate like Yamato, for example. This is not even remotely considered the same, okay? This guy is the type of player that people want to play with. And he's going AFK in a completely lost game. Yet somehow Reddit is coming to a conclusion that Agurin should somehow be punished for this. No, what the fuck? The people that should be punished is Bart in this case, because he's forcing or nobody, like either nobody should be punished or Bart should be punished because he basically griefed the game. I don't know what happened to him, he's disgustingly toxic nowadays. Yeah, so let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you exactly what happened to him. Agurin is a challenger level player that hit multiple times rank 1. Okay, the problem is that the system of ranked is horrible in Challenger, and you can see that if you watch any high elo Shimmer. The problem is that he keeps getting matched in master lobbies where people are extremely bad, where people, their skill level varies from literally gold to Challenger, so you have such one-sided bad matchmaking lobbies. So he's getting perma-griefed by players that are never improving. So this is what happened. He is mad that he has to play with such bad players that are under his skill level. That is the problem. And this is not just an Agurin thing, this is literally every single Challenger Shimmer. You can't name me a single Challenger Shimmer that isn't like this. It's just that others hide it more than Agurin does. Agurin just prefers to speak the truth and prefers to share his feelings. When he has bad teammates, he says they're fucking bad and he explains why they're bad. This is just the reality. Agurin just says it while others just pretend to, others just mask it and don't say it. But everybody is like this in Challenger because everybody knows the fucking system is horrible. If you think an off-meta pick is enough justification to entirely give up on the game and stop playing on purpose so that your team loses, you need to open a window and get a breath of fresh air. Exactly not what happened. It's the classic Reddit comment that watched a 60-second clip, failed to determine what happened in the clip, did not watch the same VOD, and then came to this conclusion. Good job. Next. Why doesn't he just go bot side? I already answered this. Behavior is cringe. Bro got picked, then gets mad at Bart. Exactly. 60-second clip. This is the only conclusion you came off to. You failed. This guy talking about fall off of English stream. Like, what's your career? If you get so personal talking about other people's career, fall off for having thousands of viewers, right? What a fall off, guys. Like, I'm sorry, this thread is just full of stupid people. Streamers get away with almost anything. I agree. No, I agree. Streamers should have been punished way more often. There's so many streamers that grief intentionally and they should be held accountable. But this is not it. I'm sorry, guys. This is not it. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. Nothing whatsoever. I'm quite used to this type of behavior, sadly. What bothers me most is that Agurin is a player I've always looked up to and liked dearly. Okay, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Like, you're just speaking with emotions here. The reality is that if you watch the whole game, you're more at fault than Agurin ever is. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I don't get this. Nobody watched the whole game. Nobody watched the whole game. Everybody comes to the wrong conclusion. It's crazy. And you know what? I already know everybody in comments. I'm gonna post this on YouTube. I already know everybody in comments are gonna flame me saying that I'm wrong or whatever. I just know it. I just know it. It's like, it's an impossible battle to win. It's an impossible battle to win.